Alright, so welcome everybody to what's going to be the start of a playthrough that I was specifically asked to do by a viewer. So I just want to. It took me a few weeks to get into it because I had to, it's been kind of in a hectic summer of doing a lot of different stuff. So we're gonna jump into Super Metroid. But before I do want to give a special shout out to Mr. Ocasio89 who wanted me to play this specifically. So thank you very much. Now, my history with Super Metroid is a little bit flaky. I have beaten it before, and I have played it before, specifically before I lost all the data on my Wii U, but I haven't played it as often as Metroid Fusion, Metroid Prime, and stuff. It's kind of a game before me, and before my time.
The galaxy is at peace.
I forgot this actually has voice acting to some degree. And then it doesn't. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zevis. It was there that I foiled the plans of... Okay, yeah, it's pretty slow typing. Foiled the plans of the space pirate leader Mother Brain to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. This, of course, being on the SNES when it first came out. Which is cool because they remade this scene for Super Metroid. This is not at all how it looked out, like, obviously in Metroid. The original Metroid, and it's definitely not even how it looks in Zero Mission. I next fought the Metroids on their home world, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. This, of course, also being remade. It's funny because Samus Returns has already come out, and that is a remake of Metroid 2. Since Metroid 2 was made for the Game Boy quite a long time ago. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. Very good. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Now, how could this possibly go wrong? But yeah, so Samus stays with them for some time. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt, but I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. So she came immediately back. It's pretty cool some of the effects that they do in this game. I think that that's something worth noting. They do a lot of really crazy stuff that even later on in future games they kind of didn't do anymore. Or they kind of adapted and changed. So let's see, what are my buttons? X is shoot. Okay, this is gonna be awful. Because it's not like Metroid Fusion, which only used 2 buttons on the face pad. This uses all 4, I believe. I think there's a run button. I gotta try and refamiliarize myself with it because I believe you need to use it at points. Dead people. Oh, and blood, too. I forgot. Yeah, there's blood in this game. There's human blood, of course. There's always been blood in Metroid. But it's been alien blood and Chris's blood. That hot actual reference I made. Alright, nothing wrong here. See? Ugh, you're so floaty in this game. So, like most fights against Ridley, at least at the start of the game, you can't win this fight, I don't think. I think as soon as you get low on HP, or as soon as Ridley's HP gets low, he immediately ends the fight. So there's really no point in holding back. You can kind of just tank it out here and just sort of shoot him a bunch. Like, this is not meant to be a winnable fight on either side. So yeah, as soon as you get below 30, he dips. And they do this crazy effect. So, we need to get out of here. What better way to start off a Metroid game than to immediately, have a countdown? It's such a classic Metroid thing to do. But like usual, most of the timers in Metroid games, they give you way more than enough time. Except for Metroid Prime 2. I thought the end of Metroid Prime 2 was a pretty tight timer, all things considered. Yeah, so nothing really hurts you. It just kind of momentarily stuns you. Now in here, you get some crazy fucking effects. And I believe they use some of these effects in, like, Super Mario World and stuff. Okay. Now that kind of looks like that one galaxy from Star Fox in the back there, the X. But, yeah, you know, anyway. Planet Zebes. So obviously, because it's Ridley, it's gotta be on Zebes. I think that's how they said it in Other M, right? Other M kind of canonized a lot of pronunciations. I mean, as much, that might be the only good thing that came from that game, is we got a little bit of backstory about the Federation. So we're back on, yeah, it's B. B is to run. I think you're supposed to go this way. So if I get lost in this game, I do apologize. I'm very kind of outdated with it. I'm not good at this game. Like, if you want to ask, hey, you want to play Metroid Prime or Metroid Fusion, I could tell you a million ways how to do well in those games. But this is like the one Metroid game that I'm very loosely familiar with. I also believe this is the first time in the canon that Criteria was shown to be a thing. Later on in Metroid Zero Mission, when they would come back, you know, like, what, 20 years later, they would canonize it as its own separate area from Brinstar. I believe. I might be wrong. But, there's a lot to respect about this game. I mean, it did pave the way for so many games. This is sort of considered to be, like, one of the high peaks of the Metroidvania genre, for obvious reasons. I believe this is the right way. Yeah, I think the whole point is to kind of take you back to this place, which is, again, where Samus destroyed everything. I think so. I played it a little bit in my free time before. This is not at all what this place looked like in Zero Mission. It's kind of weird. But yeah, it would be pretty cool to see a remake of this game. I mean, with Samus Returns having been remade, it's certainly not off the table, I'd like to think. It would also explain how Zero Mission, she starts here. You know, perhaps maybe like the destruction of the lab, maybe altered some caverns or something, who knows. So the weird thing is that this is where, like, where a lot of the power-ups got their first sort of name. So this is called the Morphing Ball. And a very weird, like, transition. So, unfortunately, I think you get attacked. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm just paranoid. But yeah, as you can see, this is a lot of these areas were reused point for point. Let's see, missiles, yes. Okay. Select missiles. Wait, do you actually use select? I forget. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oops, that is how you open the Virtual Console point. Well, I'll create a restore point. Yeah, fuck that. It's been over a year since I played. That's fucked up. Alright. Anyway. Now, I don't really know what the explanation is as to why Samus would have lost her powers. Again, we'd probably have to wait for an official remake. It's a little hard to jump and aim up in this game, in my opinion. There we go. We'd have to wait for a remake because, need 5, yeah. It's different in this game. It's just one of those things. Obviously, if she started with all her ridiculous powers, especially knowing what we know about Samus Returns, it would be quite something, to say the least. Yep. Can you, Yeah, I think these things are immune to anything you can throw at them. think that's it. I don't think you can do anything else down here. I think you're supposed to leave what kind of remains of Brinstar and go back up. And then what we're supposed to do is go back to the very basic areas from Criteria that we were in before. Is this Criteria? I think it is. Yeah. I think I might also change the missile button, maybe. Maybe make it something like R, which is more what I'm used to. Although, to be fair, I use the triggers. But the triggers are for looking up and down, and that's pretty vital. Unless I want to move it to maybe L. Maybe have L be aimed down and not menu. And then I can move the menu onto select. That might make sense. Oh shit. Well, these are obviously meant to be easy to kill space pirates. We're not supposed to encounter any difficulty with them right now. This will probably be like my second or third time clearing this game. Yeah, because I'm really messing that up. Oh crap. I don't know why I had it like this. What the hell? Yo, Past Me was on some real shit. I'll say that. Although 2017 feels like a lifetime ago. They shot an I-beam. That is not at all what it's actually supposed to be like. Okay. They do the typical stuff that, you know, 2D space pirates always do. Which is funny because they don't really do this in the Prime series. They act completely differently in the Prime series. They don't really climb much. They don't really... They shoot using weapons. Now, the local wildlife is woken up for some reason. So that's always interesting. Oops, I already went in here, but... You know what? Let's see. Nope. Need more stuff. So it's kind of like the whole world is woken up because now you're able to actually sort of defend yourself against any enemy. Okay. That's gonna be quite something. This is weird. Also, maybe when I take maybe when I stop playing for a bit, I should take a look at what I can do in terms of like the settings and stuff. Oh shit. Okay. Wasn't sure if I scrolled it off screen if it would disappear. I think I've said this, the only Metroid games I haven't actually beaten legitimately or otherwise are Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. I own them, but I personally just cannot stand Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. They're just very outdated, mostly because Metroid 2 has a or Metroid 1 has a save system that's very, very blocky. It's a password system, and most of I just don't really have much patience for password systems. I know that that's definitely, oh shit. That's definitely me being a bit spoiled in that regard, because I've almost always played games with save systems, but I really would not. I don't really stand for it too much. Of course, I say that, and then I play the emulated version with save stating. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Obviously, if I was around back in the day, because this game is actually older than I am by 1 year. Obviously, if I was born back then, I mean, what else would I have really been able to do, you know what I mean? I would have just dealt with it. Which is fine. I mean, it's whatever. I ought to play the Mega Man Legends collection. That might be something I do maybe later on. Let's see. Oh shit. Can you run past these guys? Yeah, but I remember making that mistake before. You can run past them, but that last one is going to get you, because you can't really turn into the morph ball fast enough. Or the morphing ball. Excuse me. I don't know what I was thinking. What's really cool is that a lot of very talented people have made pretty cool mods of Super Metroid. I respect that. You know, that's pretty interesting that they, because there's a lot of stuff that they took from it, and you know, a lot of people make Fire Emblem rips and stuff. You know, and that's kind of what Wargroove is a bit. It's kind of Fire Emblem based. So one thing that I could do is maybe I could do like playthroughs of old school Fire Emblem games, because I do own a lot of games on the Wii U Virtual Console, which, by the way, this is played on the Wii U Virtual Console, in case you couldn't tell. Okay. That was scary. That was eerily quiet and scary as fuck. Oh yeah, and you have to fight this guy. Shit, okay. Well, before I do that, let me save. Or let me create a restore point, which is even more powerful. Oops, I'm sorry. It's yes. There you go. Even more powerful. Okay. Oh, shit. Can you walk through him? You might be able to. Okay. Yeah, these drop health and shit. Oh yeah, I think you might be able to run through him. No, I don't think you can. I think you're supposed to jump over him. Yo, he lost his head and he got even faster. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably tank my way out of it. There we go. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game. I'm kind of rusty. And also just very bad at it, pretty much. Okay. Now that's done. We can actually start exploring other areas. You kind of have the default staple abilities at this point of Metroid, such as the Morph Ball, the bombs, etc., etc. Like every Metroid game basically has some variation of bombs, missiles, you name it. Okay. I think one thing I'll do is I will mess around with the controls. So in a minute here, I'll just stop recording for 3 seconds and shift some stuff around so it's a little more user-friendly for me. I think saving gives you back everything, but I think I'm already full. So it doesn't... Oh no, I don't think you can use... Oh no, you can, okay. I was about to say, I don't think you can use Samus's ship in this game. I think it's Metroid 2 you can't use Samus's ship. It's just kind of there. I don't even know if you can get back to it. So anyway, I just kind of messed around, and I think that this is a bit better. This seems to be more in line with what I'm used to, in terms of R toggling missiles and L and ZL kind of doing the angular stuff. So I think this will be alright. It's not too bad. Everything else might just come naturally. And maybe moonwalking might be cool, but I don't personally think I need it because it's certainly not something I'm used to. Oh, yeah, I forgot the little bits and pieces do hurt you. So anyway, since we know this is a fake wall, we can get past it. We enter here. For a second, I thought that... Yeah, here's the flying thing. I thought that Zoomer was flying for a second because of the way it was kind of like awkwardly going around the passageway. I remember that I can't change it. These things just bounce, huh? I guess they don't really fight you. Before, I remember they used to try to, like, fly into you. Okay, here we go. Energy tank. Let's see, do they actually heal you in this version? Nope. Oh, no, they do. Okay, it just didn't pause the game to be like, oh, by the way, we heal you. Okay. I know these guys only can be defeated with missiles. Look at that. He immediately knew he was psychic. Okay. Well, that one was a little slow on the draw. They all require 5 missiles. I forget, is this the... Where does this lead to? Right, you're scaring me, Metroid. I don't know what's going on here. I think this is the elevator, right? Oh no, this is the remake of the statue. There's more than just Kraid and Ridley this time. Now, how these statues really come to even exist is completely up to you. But basically, they exist. Before, there was the Kraid and Ridley statue in Zero Mission. And now there's the Kraid Ridley... What's the fucking tentacle thing that was the secret boss in Other M? I don't remember its name. The one that, like, never came back. Which, you know what, I'm fine with that. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh yeah, these things breed in this version! Let's run by it. Can you destroy them? No, I don't think so. Fuck. Let's get by it. Those things come back in Fusion, but they don't shoot those things out. They don't reproduce. However you'd want to call it. Alright, welcome back to Brinstar, which is the... Oh, shit, okay. This is, like, the weird part of Brinstar. Like, this is an area that they don't even really go back to, ever. It just kind of exists. Well, I mean, in terms of Zero Mission, they don't really go back to it. Okay, you know what, asshole? Fine. Oh, yeah, these guys... They spawn, but they spawn so quick. It's really... These guys you can use to farm health. If you're a little fast on it. Like that, okay. Nice. I like how I immediately get completely fucking ruined by this. I need to think, how do you get out of here? Bombs. Oh yeah! You know it. Can you go any further this way? Now, you can infinitely bomb jump in this game. The timing is a little weird. Nope, gotcha. It's the same timing as in Other M. I think that was one of the things that they kind of faithfully did. Was they wanted to make sure that it had that feel to it. So you can infinitely bomb jump in this game. There's a lot of little tricks and stuff that kind of only really exist in this game, which is pretty cool. Oh, shit. Look at that shit. Okay. These things don't have their eyes fall off. Is that a different version of them, I think, that does it? There you go. Get the map. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the red ones that do that. I don't remember if they're in this game. Let's drop that. That was nice. The good news is that I'm gonna kind of energy tank soak a lot of this, which is fine. Okay, drop down another floor. Use the save room. Really is helpful that they put these in here constantly. It just sucks that every single room is basically locked by a red hatch. These things try to fight you? No, it's kind of the same room as in Metroid Prime. Where you're not really supposed to kill them. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Had to finesse my way past that one. Station. a lot of ways, I'm kind of relearning various aspects of this game while replaying it here, because again, I haven't played it that much. Okay, that hurts. That hurts. Okay. I can murder a couple of them and be fine. Fast little bugger. Oh shit, here comes this one. Oh, fuck me. I always hated these guys. They're really annoying because they always move really quickly. Okay. You know what? Fuck this guy. Actually, no, I can't say that. Fuck. Okay. Chasing me right the fuck down. Let's move through here. Scaring me. I can't see what's off camera. Alright. They don't come back. They try to throw dirt at you. Yeah, I guarantee the dirt hurts you too. Which is real nice of them. I think this is the room I got up to on that other save file that I had. I think I stopped playing here. I think I literally just ran out of time. Nice. I'm glad he didn't get hurt by any of that. Okay, I don't think they can come up here. Okay. Get to another save room. Kind of weird because knowing some of the rules of Metroid, like future games I've played more, is kind of messing with me here a little bit. There's obviously a lot of other things that you can do in this game. Like there's a lot of exploits that you can do to speed run and stuff. I'm not doing any of that. This is as fresh as can be. As fresh to death, like $1,000,000. Okay. Next, what we're gonna get is the charge beam. I remember that. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'd rather you just use a missile, get rid of it. I actually did not want to crouch. Okay. I've seen these eggs before. This is those are the eggs from the big larva thing. Okay. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Now this boss is quite something, because what he does is it basically just bounces around the whole time. But the nice thing is that it constantly drops power-ups. Maybe ever so often a little bit of health and stuff. And right there, that's what you're supposed to do, is you're just supposed to kind of survive while getting rid of its power-ups. Oh shit, I actually need to stand in the corner to not get hit. Oh shit. Okay. I know what to do, I just kind of am messing up a little bit too much tonight. Oh shit, I guessed that wrong. Think it's gonna open on this side? Yep. I think you can only hit it once, maybe? It's kind of the same plant theme as the plant monster from Sector 2. It's at least a very similar theme, because Metroid loves its futuristic space plant monsters. And obviously, the further along we go here, the faster and more chaotic it starts to move. Ah, shit. As long as I play it cool, I should be good. so now we get this. Basically, if you morph ball your way down on the floor here, I don't think you can get hit at all. So you can kind of just dodge these pollen things, prep the missile launcher, and then just be ready to hit it. As weird as this looks, this is definitely a... You can tell this is old school, just by the way it moves. I mean, in 10 years, can we not say the same thing about a game like Metroid Fusion? What? What? Okay, that was nice. 10 years, we could probably say the same thing about games I used to play when I was 8, 7... Did like... There we go. I find that this is the best way to beat him after this point. Okay. There we go. Okay. Becomes a platform. He hardens upon death. Oh yeah, you can't grab ledges. I don't... Silly me, I don't know why I thought that was even a thing that was possible. Okay. The creepy, ominous theme will lead us to... the super missile. Actually, I thought this was the charge beam. Maybe I missed it. I think you can get the charge beam earlier than this. Oh fuck, I might have messed up. Oops. Oh fuck, they're all real. Basically, the only way out of here is super missiles. Now, the one thing I don't like in this game is that when you do use the super missiles, you have to toggle between these. So there's really 3 beam modes. There's normal beam, missile, super missile. And obviously they would improve on this way later. It's just, for right now, it's not exactly my favorite method. Okay, very good.